The problem is that in the 1900s, there were only an estimated amount of, there are only there are only a few thousand industrial toxic chemicals in use, but in 2026, 350,000 chemicals are registered globally, with 40,000 to 60,000 active in commerce. This is a problem because the National Institute of Health states that most people consciously recognize or deeply understand a handful of toxins. This means that you and I are pretty much exposed to commercial toxins that could potentially harm us. So, so we came up with a solution. My team and I built an AI that'll help you understand toxins and give you first aid directions if you have been exposed. This will help people in unfortunate situations know what to do next if they have been exposed to something harmful. It can also identify symptoms and figure out possible causes, and can educate the user on how toxins can affect ecosystems and their very own body. Okay, so now it's time for the live demonstration. This is the AI. This is what it looks like first. So the first feature is that one. I can do that. It has a light and dark mode, and this is the live emergency contact finder. It scans your region and the local number. So this is where you can analyze a substance you know you've been exposed to. For example, let's say I've been exposed to, I don't know, cocaine. And for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and you swallowed it. Give some time. Okay, and it gives you a first immediate steps, which is, as you can see, and some common symptoms to monitor, and it gives you a risk level assessment to see how much danger you're in. The next feature is if you've been exposed to an unknown substance. So I'm just going to describe. So I'm just going to put some attributes. And you can also put if you've been experiencing symptoms or not. In this scenario, we have not been experiencing symptoms. Okay, and then it'll give some potential substances you might have been exposed to, and recommended steps for each substance. And again, a risk level assessment and additional recommendations. Another feature is a symptom identifier. So let's say you didn't know you've been exposed to something and you're like having symptoms. So we can say that, let's say you have red eyes, burning throat, um, you're acting feverish, and you're having arrhythmias, because why not? And let's say you are gardening, because I don't know what else you're doing. And it will also give some potential substances and what, and yeah. It also gives a risk level assessment as well and some recommendations. Another feature is a label scanner. You can take a picture of a barcode of literally anything, and you upload it here. It would tell you what poisonous or what toxic substances are in it. This is a safety quiz for people who need to be educated on safety. So this is a skull and crossbones. So it'll be and it asks you what is it talking about. So this one is warning you if it's poisonous. Yeah, you got it correct. And it's a fire. So this one means it catches fire easily or flammable. Yeah, I finished the quiz. And this is a lab analyzer. So here it will analyze what kind of it will analyze lab results for you and like simplify it out for you. So let's say I've been exposed to arsenic and 50 mg and Yeah, no, and it just talks about it, like I just said before. And this is an overdose analyzer. So let's say you accidentally overdose something and you need help with like what to do next. So let's say I overdose metoprolol, which is a heart medication, and so your normal dosage is like 10 milligrams, and once a day. You can also you can also type any other medication you're taking with it, but in this scenario, this person isn't. You've taken, I don't know, 5 pills by accident. So I'll tell you the first steps and then symptoms and possible contradictions, and do risk level assessment and some additional information. And this last thing is more on the education side. It like teaches you what kind of substances do what to the ecosystems and human body. So let's say I'll just give any substance polonium, and we'll see what it does on ecosystems first. But first talk about like what is it, like a chemical analysis, and then I'll talk about the properties and then how it will affect the land and ecosystem, risk level, and meditation strategies. And let's see what it does for the human body. Something deadly, I just know that. See chemical compound, what it will do to the human body, risk level, additional hazards, and also give some precautions and conclusions. And that's it for the live demonstration. Let's go back to the presentation. So some team contributions at my team did the substance analyzer, the lab analyzer, the label scanner, the safety quiz, and the symptom identifier. What I added was the light dark option, the overdose analyzer, the ecosystems and human body, and the unknown substance analyzer. The impact this will create is that toxins will only increase in amount and danger. This tool could potentially save lives as it gives first aid instructions and educates people on what certain toxins can do to the body. Some future features we can add is that a case simulator for people who want to go into toxicology, so that it will create like cases such as random poisoning scenarios, lab results, etc. And like I said before, it would be helpful to students, fellows, and residents. Another feature is the AI image analysis. This will allow users to upload pictures of pills, plants, snake bites, etc. The AI will then identify the danger, poison, and the next steps. And another thing I could add is a research assistant, which will enable users to search toxicology literature, summarize papers, compare treatments, and it'll save the users time and like also help them write papers in the future. And that's it. Thank you.